Hello, ladies. This is a test. So I was trying to figure out, excuse me, how I was gonna do this video. I had to do some real maneuvering to get this camera set just right. So hopefully you all can see, because my big pet peeve with people that make videos is they will tell you every step to making something, but they'll be pushing the buttons and things, and they don't show you which button they pushing or nothing, so you never know what they doing. But I wanted to make sure you guys can see before. Okay, there go the cursor. I guess you guys can see it. So this is what I want to do. I wanted to, because I think it was Nicole was one of the ladies that joined the group, and she was able to do that layering that we thought was so out of control, and a bunch of us didn't know how to do it. For our only Cricut member, I would have to look it up to be able to tell you how to do it. But because I used to, like I said, used to teach the Cricut when it first came out. That new Cricut that y'all got is, I haven't seen it yet or worked on it. Excuse me, ladies. But I wanted to try to do this layering real quick and do a video. So here I go. I'm going to show you. I hope you guys can see the cursor, because like I said, I have a real issue with people. So first we're going to go over here and pick the letter and then a font. Now, I watched that video that somebody posted it on the page. And if you look at it, you can see it was pretty easy to follow. So I went on ahead and followed it, which is you pick a font. You pick one of the chunky fonts. Okay, let's use this one, that Gill Sans Ultra Bold. I think that one come standard with every silhouette, that font. So I'm going to use that one. I'm just going to use my business name to as a sample, so you guys can see. Now you can see how that went on there. Okay, first of all, we got to fix that, and you know how to do that. You just stretch this thing out right here, the blue piece, till you get all of it in one line. Then you're going to double click it till you get the to what I call a highlight square. And then you can size it down to fit the mat, which is what I'm getting ready to do right now. Well, technically, wait a minute, go back, because I wanted to do this layering, so I'm not even doing that. So I'm gonna because I'm showing you guys how to layer. Okay, I'm just gonna take the studio out, and then I'll resize this to fit in this. Okay, so now I've sized it to fit the way I want it to fit. And now the other letters is, I have to make another one. And this is what they told us to do when you doing this in a chunky font. I want to make it even bigger, because I want to make sure you guys can see that. I hope you all can see that real good. And then I'm going to whittle this down because I just like the whittle. And you know where the guys, if you know what a whittle button is, all you do is click it and then come down here and there's whittle, and it made it okay. So this is what I seen them do. This is the way I understood it. I hope this worked out for you because y'all know it's new for me too. Then I'm going to color it. I'm going to make it like a red. And see that little piece up there? It didn't go red. I'm going to make it red too. And then, you know the cup up here, that little cup right there, that's the color. That's just so you can see, I guess, what it's going to look like if you cut it in a certain color. Okay, now I had to show somebody else this, so I wanted to show you. You see this line down here, that perforated line? Now everything is inside the square, but if you don't get that perforated line around everything, it will, you see how it's here? That dot will be left out. So we're going to go up, which is what I did. The reason why I have to go back and color that red. Okay. So, and now I'm going to group this. The reason why I'm grouping it is because that was one of the instructions. Okay, so now I'm going to come over here. And I'm using one of the more delicate fonts. I think let's use... I got that Gigi. I think that's standard too. And I'm going to put it here. Look what I did. And this is why I don't make videos, because I am so ding-dongy. And I'm going to do S-U-D-I-O Studio Chicago. By this time, everybody know the name of my business. But here we go. So I just typed that in, and I'm going to do the same thing here. Make it so it don't want to, there we go. And I want to pour some color in here. And I'm going to use orange this time. So there it is. It's in orange. And then I'm going to highlight it again. Now I'm going to make it a little bigger because I want it to be bigger across. You'll see why I'm making it bigger in a moment. And I want to group it. So we want to go in here and group. Okay, here's the issue. Now, group is not highlighted right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the side. I want to spread that all the way out. Then I'm going to highlight it again. This time I'm going to right click it and it's still not there. So I'm going to make a compound path. For you all that don't know, compound path and group is pretty much the same thing. Okay, so now this is what we're going to do. Because I want my shirt. You take your grouped Studio Chicago, you lay it right over the top of the Phoenix, right? Now this is the way, hold on, I want to, yeah, right, lay it right over the top. Now, wait a minute, let me show you this before I go back. If you want an outline, say for instance you want to do an outline, an offset, so you can have trim around this. You just highlight it again. You go over here and right click, and then you offset again. And then make that little offset. But then you remember, if you offset it, now you got to group it again. Because now you added something to the outside. So you want to group that back. Take the whole thing. It didn't group all the way. So I have to do it again. So, you know, anytime you make a mistake, you just go edit. And you undo. or or change, take the cursor from around it again. I'm finding silhouette is kind of like Captain May. You literally have to. You remember that game Captain May when we was kids? You literally have to, every time you do something, you got to make sure you push a command after it so it will do it. So now I did the Studio Chicago. I put the thing around it and see there's group again. So now I'm going to group it again. And then you see that kind of highlight leave from around there. So now I know this time the whole thing should move. So here we go. And there it is. Okay, so now this is what I learned. You highlight the entire thing, and again, you see that perforated line down there? Yeah. Make sure it's at the top and at the bottom. And then you hit modify. The modify is the button that looks like it's got the M on the tip. And then once you hit modify, then you go to the side over here. It's to subtract. Subtract all and subtract. We only want to do subtract. We don't want to subtract all. If you subtract all, it's going to subtract everything within inside that square. We just want to subtract. So what we telling us to do is subtract what we put on top of Phoenix. So let's do that. And then your little thing goes, boop, 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 boop. And there you go. That's gone. Okay, now let me show you, because you might think you messed up, but you did not mess up. Okay, now I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to edit, and I'm going to undo. Okay, so now your studio. So now, if you want to save some time, you're going to take this studio, you're going to duplicate it. That's what I did. Put one over here on the side. Put it all the way over there. You're going to cut them separately. I would cut the studio first. Then I would place it here. And we'll do that again just so you guys can see. We're going to highlight the whole thing. Make sure that perforated edge is around everything. Because if it's not, I'll show you what to do later. And then you're going to subtract. And we're going to do it again. We're going to move it. Okay? So now this is what happened. You take this piece, the other piece, and you put it right back in there where that came out. And it makes that. Okay? So now look. But when you cut it on a silhouette, you're going to cut this. Just as you see it. You're going to cut this separate in your second color with the trim if you want it, because you can also do this. You can take it and do a right click, remove group, ungroup. You have to highlight the whole thing. Then you can move that off, and you can cut this in all white or all whatever color you want, or black as your background. I'll show you. I'm going to use another color just so you can see. I'm going to do it in this cute blue, because that's a good color. You'll be able to see it real good. Same thing with this one. I'm going to make it that blue. Then you take your studio. Say, for instance, your papers is this color. You just take it. You drop it right back down in there. Then you group it. Make sure you see that perforated edge, because if you don't, some going to get left out. Group. I think it did it. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to make a compound path. That's what I did. I made that compound path. And it cut it out, but I don't want that, so I'm going to undo that. I just want to make sure it's grouped. Let's see. Yep, it's grouped. And then this is what it'll do. Just say, there it is. It's a perfect fit. And if you cut everything separate, that's it. I hate that this video takes so long but that's it. Okay, bye-bye, ladies.